What is the bacteria? Bacteria are microscopic, single-celled organisms that live in large numbers in all environments on the surface of the Earth, starting from the seas to the depths of the Earth, and even in the digestive system of the human body, and they do not belong to animals or plants. Their length does not exceed a few micrometers. Shapes of bacteria: rod, bacilli; spherical, cocci; spiral, spirilla. The structure. The animal cell is classified as an eukaryotic cell and a bacteria cell classified as a prokaryotic cell, which means the bacteria cell lack a membrane-enclosed nucleus and other internal structures. The bacterial cell consists of essential and non-essential components. The most important components of the bacterial cell are the cell wall, the cytoplasmic membrane, cytoplasm, nuclear body. Non-essential components: the capsule, flagella, the pile, storage granules. Are the bacteria always harmful? We have benefits of bacteria, which is like: they provide vital ecosystem services. They are important decomposers. System services. They are also needed for the carbon and nitrogen cycles. There are billions of bacteria inside the human intestines. They help digest food, make vitamins, and play other important roles. Humans also use bacteria in many other ways, including creating products such as ethanol and enzymes, making drugs such as antibiotics and vaccines, making biogas such as methane, cleaning up oil spills and toxic wastes, killing plant pests, transferring normal genes to human cells in gene therapy, fermenting foods. Bacteria reproduce? Most bacteria reproduce by binary fission. In this process, the bacterium, which is a single cell, divides into two identical daughter cells. Binary fission begins when the DNA of the bacterium divides into two replicates. The bacterial cell then elongates and splits into two daughter cells each with identical DNA to the parent cell. Each daughter cell is a clone of the parent cell. Survival mechanism. Some bacteria can form endospores. These are dormant structures, which are extremely resistant to hostile physical and chemical conditions such as heat, UV radiation, and disinfectants. This makes destroying them very difficult. Many endospore-producing bacteria are nasty pathogens, for example, Bacillus anthracis, the cause of anthrax. Bacterial diseases. cholera, diphtheria, dysentery, plague, pneumonia, tuberculosis.
Today we're going to learn about bacteria. What are bacteria? Have you ever seen one? I don't think you have, because they are microorganisms, so you'd need a microscope to see them. Would you like to learn everything about bacteria? Let's have a look. Bacteria are living beings. This means they carry out the vital functions of nutrition, interaction, and reproduction. They are unicellular organisms. This means they are made up of one single cell. They are prokaryotic cells, meaning they don't have a nucleus. Bacteria can live in any environment on the Earth, regardless of how extreme its conditions may be. They can live in volcanoes, for example, or in the depths of the oceans. Structure and classification of bacteria. Bacteria are made up of the flagellum, the membrane cell which covers them, the ribosomes, the cytoplasm, and the nucleoid, which is genetic material consisting of DNA or RNA. There are several types of bacteria, which we classify in 3 groups. Bacilli bacteria. They are long, rod-shaped bacteria. Cocci bacteria. They are round-shaped, like a ball. Spirilla bacteria. They are spiral or S-shaped, like a spring. How do bacteria spread? Did you know that there are bacteria all over our body? Like in our intestines, for example, the mouth or the skin. Many of these bacteria help us to stay healthy. However, there are other bacteria that are pathogenic and cause diseases. Bacteria spread through water, air, or sneezing and coughing. This way they can pass from one human being to another. That's why it is recommended to sneeze or cough into our elbow. This way we prevent bacteria from ending up in our hands. They are also transmitted by touching objects or foods. That's why it is very important to maintain good hygiene habits, like washing our hands well or brushing our teeth. Antibiotics. The bacteria that cause diseases are called pathogens. Our immune system or other bacteria in our body are in charge of protecting us against them. However, sometimes it is necessary to take medicines, like antibiotics. Misusing these medicines can cause the growth of resistant bacteria against which there is no cure. Antibiotics can kill bacteria that are necessary to our body, like the intestinal flora bacteria. You can only take antibiotics if and when they are prescribed by a doctor. What do bacteria do? Bacteria can be harmful or cause diseases like gastroenteritis, otitis, pneumonia, or tooth decay, for example. As we said before, there are also bacteria that help us to stay healthy. One example are the bacteria in our intestine, which produce nutrients to protect our organism. There are also bacteria used to make food like yogurt or cheese. This happens owing to a process called fermentation. Other bacteria are decomposers. That's why some foods rot. This is caused by the growth of microorganisms in them. However, some of these decomposers are found in the ground and produce the necessary nutrients for crops to grow. That was all about bacteria. Interesting, right?